Yo, what's good with you guys? It's your boy, James Ben Unlimited, back at it again with another video here today. Now, today I want to talk to you guys, make sure this camera's good. I kind of want to talk to you guys mainly, my bad, gotta make sure this camera good. But I want to talk to you guys today about why most men stay weak and how to break out of it. Shout out to you guys, shout out to my guy, Lando, you know who he is. He commented down below, my bad. I just got done with the gym, got done eating. But I did a poll and said what type of videos you guys want to see for tomorrow or from now on. And a lot of you guys said self-improvement and fitness type of videos. So I went ahead and wrapped up some ideas that I wrote down. And it says, I got one today on my phone I wrote, which is why men stay weak, why most men stay weak and how to break out of it. And I'm not gonna talk about watching porn, beating your meat, or all that. No, that's for the self-esteem, retention, and all that. But the reason why most men stay weak is the main reason for that is because being productive. It's mainly just people not being productive for number one, and not trying to go after their goals, not really trying to better themselves. And like I said, financially, it's important to better yourself, of course. I remember times for me, I'm gonna put that in this video because financially it does matter. When I worked at my old job, which was Walmart, I was pushing cars for 3-4 years. I did not like it. I used it as a stepping stone. And the job where I'm at right now is beautiful, bro. Like, I get a lot of good hours, you know what I'm saying? And it came with the benefit, the dental benefits and all that. I worked at Walmart for I want to say 2-3 years, and I dealt with a lot of shit there. I'm growing my hair out, by the way, y'all could tell, but got back from the gym. Y'all know the gains, but had to do that. But I worked at Walmart, and for me, I didn't plan on being there forever, but basically it was just one of those situations where I was, talking to girls. Sometimes I'll hook up with them, and I would put lust into this because lust is the reason why a lot of guys are weak. It could be lust, it could be productive, it could be confidence even. When people say I wish I could be like this, or they say I wish I could be like that, it's no, you don't have to be like that person. God made you the way you are for a reason. If God wanted to make you like that person, he'll make you just like that person. If so, you'll probably have what's the best word to say? You probably have the same genetics or stuff as him, you know what I mean? And during working at Walmart, I always felt like that. I had to be better than the next person. I wasn't really locked in with myself. And I said, I gotta make a change. Left the job during that 2021. And boom, I left that job, and then I went to Taco Bell. Shout out to my homies, Philon, Today, everybody else I was with. I worked at Taco Bell, I say for a year or two, trying to find a job. And I always had trust in God. Always, shout out to God, the Holy Father. And I was just working on the food lines, making the tacos and all that, doing the usual, taking the trash out, just the usual. It was fun at first. Me and my homies, we made that lit. Shout out to Jordan as well. We made that shit lit, man. Ryan, all these people I was with, man. Shout out to my homies. And I remember I met this one chick, and I'm not gonna say her name, but she was a treat for sure. After me and her broke up, she was out there, you know what I mean? She was doing what she was supposed to. She was doing what a bop does, you know what I mean? And I would say after that happened, I wasn't working out. I felt weak, man. I wasn't working out. I really wasn't on my shit like that. I wasn't making content, anything like that. If I put all that hard work I did into the women I was with, bro, I would have been up right now. I would have had 1K subscribers. We would have been going crazy. But we still going crazy right now because we at 846. So 900 on the way. You know what I mean? At the end of this month, we'll hit 900. Mark my words. But Working at Taco Bell, there's a lot of things that happen. You know, I got in situations where my manager liked me. You know what I mean? I tried to get with my manager. That didn't really work too well. I didn't really like it at that much. So I said, okay, let me go talk to this girl. And it just felt jealousy between the two, and it was just crazy. After that, me and my homies left the job. The way I left the job was I didn't put on 2 weeks in. I went in there and said I'm quitting, and they were because I already had the job confirmed. My dad and my mom had put me on with the job at this facility, and my boss is there. They, you know, I'm a good worker, so I don't tell them no. Like I'm always there, valuable worker. And in the day, you can get replaced no matter what. But you know, if you're working hard, the chance of that happens slim. Especially in this facility because there's a lot of stuff that happens where if something happens like a tragedy, they will still keep you because they don't want to just leave you out there like that. You know what I mean? And when I got that job and I worked in this facility, I had moments where I'll talk to girls at my job right now, but it's not how it was at Walmart or Taco Bell. Because here I work with old people, I do housekeeping, and it's fun. I don't mind doing housekeeping. I clean rooms. No, I don't clean shit or poop, none of that. No, it just if there's a moment like that, yeah, I clean it up, but it's just poop. Like somebody makes a mess, clean it up. It's not hard, right? And I feel like I bettered myself financially after that. I'm working with old people, and down the road I can end up going to that field. You know what I mean? Working with old people because I'm doing it. Like I give good vibes off to the clients and all that, so they always cool with me and everything, and that's why I just enjoy it. So that's for the most part right there. And when I say what made me weak was just the confidence. I had no confidence in myself. My face was so cooked, bro. Like I kid you not, my face was so cooked back then. I had pimples and everything on my face. Like I didn't want to do anything with my life. I was eating hella sweets, food and all that. Now today, I did eat some sweets, a little bit, but just a little bit. But like you guys see my face, you guys see how I am. Like I'm really taking care of myself now more than ever. And when it comes to the point of time in your life, you really just have to wonder like what's best for me. When you're on this journey, self-improvement, you don't have to be fucking rich, bro. I know America right now is crazy, but I promise you, if you do content creation or anything like that, you're gonna be straight. Have a good 9 to 5 or whatever, and keep investing. You don't know when this shit gonna take off. And the apps that I'll tell you guys to always post on, of course, Instagram for networking, TikTok, easily. The only thing about TikTok is that they're very sensitive, so you cannot say certain shit or they will give you strike. Happened to me on my wrestling page. I can't go live till May 13th. Twitter, I use Twitter as well for my page. I do wrestling. I do wrestling as well. You guys know that already. You guys on the other page. And all these social media apps, they pay you. Twitter pays you for tweeting some shit and it goes viral. Chance of that happening is very chance. You just gotta invest into it. Anything that you do, you gotta invest. And I'm gonna add that to what makes a man weak. Why men are weak nowadays, because they don't want to invest into themselves. They want to invest into the woman, but they don't want to invest into themselves. It's something to really think about, because a lot of dudes, they would rather just they'll rather just go have do whatever with this girl, invest into her, go buy her hella shit, and not invest into themselves. And it was just like, it was crazy. I'm like, how are you investing into her when she's not investing in you and you not investing in yourself? Your teeth? You know what I'm saying? Your teeth? Y'all see. But yeah, your teeth, your face, you're just taking care of yourself. Women like that. People like that. If you ask me, you get more opportunities when you take care of yourself. Now, if you don't take care of yourself, then you're just out of luck. Are you going to get those same opportunities as that person that takes care of herself? No, you're not. You're going to get treated like shit. So, as well, why men stay weak and why most men are weak nowadays is also because they don't respect themselves. They let people walk all over them, and I'm not saying you gotta punch somebody in their face, but I'll give you guys an example tonight. There was this dude, and I felt like, I'll say this. How I say this? I would say what happened was, okay, so we was just chilling. Me and my homie was talking or whatever, laughing and shit. We thought this dude was done with it. He was tall Indian dude, skinny. Kind of arrogant way. You guys met those arrogant people that act like, you know, whatever. What he decides to do is, he wipes the thing down. Mind you, he was already using it. He wipes it down, because we walking over there. And he stands by there and starts doing it again, so we don't use it. And all I just said was he needed more. I said this only thing I said. That wasn't really crash out worthy. I just said he needs it more than us when his skinny ass. Because he was. His biceps ain't big like this. He had no biceps. He had no biceps. He needed more than us. And I just had to laugh it off. But what would have made me weak, as most men, is showing emotion. Getting mad. Crashing out. Like, oh, what you mean? Oh, what you mean? You're not going. If I back then I would have did that. But I said, what do I get out of that? Maybe he wants to get a reaction out of me. All I said, well, he needs more than us when he's skinny ass. Said a little comment. I kept it pushing and laughed. Now, did I entertain it? No. See, when somebody do something, you can say a comment to them, just keep walking. Or you keep it to yourself. That's what I did. I kept it to myself. Now, people that are when weak men nowadays, they'll try to look at you, try to intimidate you. This is all part of self-improvement, because us as men, you should never show emotion to a man. No man should get you out of your element unless they put hands on your wife, your mom, your dad, anybody. That's different. Then you got to defend them. Your kids. You know what I mean? But if it's just somebody saying words or they being petty like last night, keep it to yourself. Say it. Walk away. Then it got to result in nothing. Now, when people like to stare at you, stare at them back. And that's what I did him. I looked at him back. Let him know, like, bro, you're not going to walk all over me. I'm not the one. Me, you just looking at that man eye to eye, because a lot of people like to look with their head down. When you look at a man face to face, they can't walk all over you. He can be the toughest guy in the room, look at you face to face. You look at him in his face. This is all part of self-improvement content. You ain't got to fight nobody. I'm not saying none of that. But I will say is why most men are weak. I explained it all in this video. Being productive, taking care of, investing in themselves. You know what I mean? And don't be a follower. Be a leader. A lot of people nowadays want to do shit because this person's doing it. People want to get wealthy because they see Andrew Tate get wealthy. People want to do everything else because this. No, do it because you want to do it. If somebody in your friend group, like I said, I used to have friends in my group that would tell me if I didn't get my apartment by this age, I'm not going harder enough. Not exposing them, but I'm just saying. I had friends like that in the past. And my belief is that everybody's on their own journey. You're not going to get the apartment right away. Just because this person got it, or just not even just that, but just because that person got that goal accomplished, you haven't got yours, that does not mean you failed, bro. That's a weak man mindset. You feel like you failed because this person got it, but you don't got it yet. You can't give up. And the thing about being a strong-minded man is not showing emotion. When you feel like somebody's disrespecting you, move in silence. Like last night, I told my friend about it and I laughed it off. I didn't walk up to him and say it to his face. That would start a whole commotion. I kept it to myself, said what I needed to say. He looked at me and I looked at him. He stopped looking at me after that. But for the most part, this is why I tell you guys why most men are weak nowadays. Most men are weak nowadays because they can't control their emotions. And it's crazy to me because even when it comes down to it, a lot of men letting women get them out of emotion too. We're going to talk about that as well. to end all this video. You guys let women get you out your emotions. Now, for me, has that happened in the past? Yes. But has that happened anymore? No, it doesn't. I don't let women get me out my element. I don't. If I feel like I was being disrespectful, I keep it pushing. Like I said, silence is the best weapon in your mind. And when it comes to women, you gotta keep it cool. Because there's some women that love negativity. They thrive off that shit. Same thing with people. People will antagonize you because they know it's gonna get under your skin. But once they know it doesn't, and they see you laughing, you're like, okay, it's not gonna work. But you wanna be those guys that show emotion. Only time you show emotion, somebody passing your family or something positive was so good that it made you emotional and you get married. Stuff like that. But when we talking about why most men are weak, I just said it all in this video. Put some in my story time about me as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're on the road to 900 subscribers. I'm uploading every single day. Yes. So, you guys see this video tomorrow. Love you guys. May God bless you all and your family. Peace.